Alright, so this is the next recording. So from where I just left off previously. And this here is me doing some test trial runs. So you can see here, again, this is strictly low poly. Well, this is already getting to be more and more. Total right now is 968 faces, so it's still sort of in the realm of low poly, you could say, maybe mid-level poly. Anyway, so I'm gonna go over all this stuff. There's gonna be some later on cleanup work to do something called triangulation, so that I only have triangles or four-sided faces. So that's for later. Alright, and here, alright, let's do, let me see, I'm gonna grab this one here, and I'm gonna make, before I do anything else, I'll just select that one, Control 1, select it, press F to frame it, shift right click and hold, insert edge loop, option box, and multiple edge loops, number of edge loops, 1. That basically means that it's only going to put it right in the middle, and it's only going to be 1. So I drag it here, only puts 1, here, here, and here. It only does this because it won't connect. It won't connect if the face is more than 4 sides, which it is more than 4 sides. Shift right click and hold, multi-cut, click, snap, click, snap. Press G as in George to finish it. Press G as in George again to reactivate the most recent tool. Click, snap, click, and snap. You have to make sure that it snaps. So I'm going to explain why I'm doing this afterwards. Control 1 to get out of the isolate select. I'm going to create a cylinder. Here's the cylinder. Press E as in Edward. Rotate, pulling on the red line axis. Rotate X 90. Alt 5 for wireframe unshaded. Hold V as in Victor. So snap it right there. And then height baseline, I'll just make it -1 for the height baseline. Subdivision axis, and I could drop it to 16, but I'll just leave it default at 20 so it looks less faceted. I mean, it will increase the polygon count, but that's alright. Subdivision cap, set it to 1, set it to 2, maybe set it to 3. Guess 3 is a bit overkill, but screw it, whatever, man. Let's just work with it. Press R. And I'm gonna just pull on the center cube here. And I'm gonna make it so it's right touching the black outline, like that. this line aligns with that, this line with that, this line with that, this line with that. That's the reason why I made those lines. Grab this, press 4, pull it back. I think I'm gonna have it aligned to this line right there. Hold V as in Victor. It won't let me. Fine. I'm just gonna manually put it right there. Press 5. Okay. Alright. So this, and I'm gonna make a copy of it. But I'm gonna go edit, duplicate special, option box, reset. I'm gonna set it to duplicate input graph. What this means is that when I make a copy, it's gonna still have this information. Because if I just do a control D as in David to make a copy, this information will not be here. This is in case if I want to just, you know, change how many subdivisions there are in case. That's what that is. Hit apply. There you go. This one, I'm just gonna name it button A. I'm gonna hide it, pressing H as in Henry. This one is just gonna be used as a boolean. So boolean means to use as a cutout. I think I'm gonna have it go through, so it'll cut through this line. Well, so that it'll cut through this line, which is this. Alright, I'll grab this, and then shift select this. I think I want to have a copy of this. Control D as in David. Immediately I'm going to name it copy. And so what I did was Control D as in David, and it shows that, see right here, there's nothing in here. So this is a copy. I made sure to name it because it can get confusing really quick. And then I'm going to hide the original, pressing H. And I'm going to explain why I made a copy. I'm going to grab the cylinder. I'm going to shift select the copied game button base. Alright, press 4, make sure I have nothing else selected. And then I'm gonna go shift right click and hold booleans. I think maybe difference AB. AB, no, that's not what I want. It just punctures a hole right in the middle. So I'm gonna undo that. Shift right click and hold boolean again. I'm gonna choose the second one. There we go. There we go. Control 1. So there's your boolean. So this shows up as well, just ignore that. Control 1 to get out of it. Now this is doing this. Basically means that it is live. It has this data here, boolean. This one also has the boolean data. When I say live, literally I can move this. You'll notice that it's invisible, but you could see the pink Pepto-Bismol outline, as well as the pink Pepto-Bismol outline on the numpad platform. So these colors means that these are live. So I can select this and I can move it around. See, this is what I mean by this is live. I can do this. I can even rotate if I want, and it will look like that. So you can get complex shapes in a way. So that's what I'm showing. But I need to get rid of this live Boolean action. So I need to delete the history. When I delete the history, this operation gets baked, or it gets embedded into the actual mesh, and it makes it stable. I'm gonna delete history. Boom. See? All gone. All the other stuff is gone. And now it's embedded into here permanently. And the copy that I used to use as a cutout to punch a hole on that cylinder, now it's disappeared and gone. That's why I made that copy of the original cylinder. See? So that's what that is. I'm gonna name this immediately. Numpad. I'll just name it, I don't know, Numpad Coaster A. Instead of calling it a game button base B, I'm just gonna call it something more simple. Alright. This is just the empty group node, or empty transform node, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just gonna press backspace to get rid of it. I don't need it. Alright, so that's that. Control 1. This here, it shows that this item has 88 vertices. This 390 means everything in the scene is this 390 for the vertices. Control 1 just to show this. Right click vertex mode. I'm gonna select all the vertices to make sure that I don't have any floating vertices or vertices that are on top of each other and hidden. That's why I select all the vertices like that. Shift, right click, hold both of them. Merge vertices. Again, that is here. Hover over it, don't let go. And now I'm gonna hover over merge vertices option box. I like to put it as a 0.01. That means it has to be super duper close in order for it to activate and merge. Now I have, I'm looking here, 88. Let's see if it reduces. Guess it didn't. Guess it's okay. But I like to do that just to be safe because it does happen. I'm just gonna double check. Right. I don't know why this is here, but shift right click and hold multi-cut. Click, snap, click, snap, press W. There. Edge mode. I'll leave that there for now. It's okay. So now I think I want to put a little bevel here. Right click, hold edge mode, double tap. Okay. You know what? So I'm in my side view. Instead of going in and painfully selecting all of it, what I'm going to do is in here, we'll just select like that, just like that. You'll notice it selected all of it. See, it selected all of it when I only want this. So in order to just have that specific selection on this side, I'm going to hold Control, and I'm going to just from down here marquee drag up to here. See, it deselected all the other stuff when I held down Control. Now I have all of that, but I also have some of these, so I'm just going to hold down Control and do a marquee box selection to deselect it. Hold down Control, deselect. Hold down Control, deselect. Hold 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 Control, deselect. Press 4. Press Q to hide that gizmo. Press 5. Press Control 1. Control 1 allows me to see partially of what I selected. So I'm just making sure I only select what I need. Control 1 to get out. Then I'm going to go Shift, right click and hold bevel edge. And then maybe set the fraction to like 0.25 for the fraction, so it's a tight bevel. Right click, hold object mode, Alt 5, Alt 5 for wireframe unshaded. Click on button A, press H to reveal it, select it, press W, push it back. So of course this looks pretty faceted, but it's still supposed to be in the realm of being game art, so it's understandable. So the button A, it's sitting completely flush. I'm thinking maybe what I want to do right now, it's currently set to 0.826 when I had scaled it, so it's flush. But 0.825, so it gives me this much space. This much space. Maybe I'll make it 0.824. The 8.24, this number, you know, it's not a whole number like 1 or 2 and 3. That's because at the beginning of the video when I was making the cylinder, right, how I was scaling it down, that's what that was. Just see the height of it. Press R. Gonna pull it back some more, just about this much. Just want to make sure that I can visually read it very well. Yeah, you can read it good. Alright. This one is all the way down here. So I'm gonna just press R. I'm gonna just grab it. I'm gonna just bring it right around here. Something like that. Press R. Then I'm gonna squeeze it in to about yay much. Maybe like this much. Maybe I'll squeeze it some more. Like that much. This much. I look at the angles to show me how much clearance. Alright. So that's what that was. This one, when I look at the picture, has a nice little bevel, but also dips in. I'm gonna acknowledge that edge mode, Control Shift S. I'm gonna name this Work in Progress 8. I'm gonna double tap this edge. Press 4, make sure I don't grab anything else. Shift right click and hold bevel edge. So I'm gonna kind of study it. It's a kind of round bevel, like only this much. See? The shading, it gives me clues. This is obviously too much. You gotta put 2 segments, maybe 3 segments. Fraction, maybe I'll holding Control, maybe I'll make it more. Just reading the brownness. 0.3.